Welcome back. Kenyan police fired tear gas at pupils of a big school in Nairobi who were protesting about the sale of their playground to a private developer. The pupils had returned to the Langata school following a teacher's strike to find the play area fenced off. The school has about 1,000 children between the ages of 3 and 14. Several children were hurt as police used tear gas to disperse the protest. At least one police officer was injured when he was struck by a stone thrown by a protester. The demonstrators included teachers as well as political activists. It is still not clear how the developer came to take possession of the land, which lies less than 5 kilometers west of the city's center. The city council has said the playground is public land. And now for more on that story, we are joined on the line from Kenya by our East Africa correspondent, Sarah Kimani. Sarah, a very good afternoon to you. Why did the police fire tear gas at the school children? Was that really necessary?
Well, we have spoken to various police officers, and what they're saying is that they were provoked by politicians and political activists who are on the front line. However, a lot of those we have spoken to also saying that there was no provocation at all, that the police were acting on orders, and when they saw that the pupils and political activists were determined to bring down the gate and the wall that the perimeter wall that was surrounding the playground, that is when they decided to fire tear gas canisters at the pupils.
Sarah, following the protest, has there been any response from the government?
Well, we're still waiting for a press conference from the Inspector General of Police, the Acting Inspector General of Police, Samuel Arachi. However, politicians, including opposition leader Raila Odinga, who's a former Prime Minister, have said that it is a shame and a height of greed that public officers can actually fire tear gas at pupils who are demonstrating to get back, repossess what is rightfully theirs. The government, including President Kenyatta, have not spoken yet. The only statement we should be expecting now is from the Inspector General of Police.
Sarah, is there any information regarding the developer who bought this field and what is expected to be built on that land? Do you know?
Well, there's contradictory information, because the information we had over the weekend is that the land had been taken by somebody wanting to put up a shopping mall. Other reports, however, saying that there is a hotel owned by a very prominent Kenyan that stands right next to the playing field that has now been grabbed. Some people saying that the owner of that hotel had actually bought that land so that he can put up a parking lot to be able to accommodate guests. Vehicles for guests coming to his hotel. However, this afternoon we understand that prominent person and the hotel have denied that they are involved in what has happened today or that they are involved in the grabbing of the land. However, this is not the first case. Just this weekend again, in another part of the country, in Nairobi still, parents had to fight it out with hired goons who are actually trying to take control of a secondary school playground. So this is not the first one and probably won't be the last.
But Sarah, aren't schools they're government and public property there? What's happening on that regard?
Well, it is public property, but what is happening is that the documents that some of the media houses are showing and that they're in the possession of some of the media houses is that this land, the playing field, was transferred to private hands December last year. Incidentally, it was transferred on December the 12th. That was a public holiday, Kenya's 51st Independence Day celebration. So it is not clear how the county officials of Nairobi could be able to transfer public land into the hands of a private individual. And we also have seen documents asking members of the county of Nairobi, that's like the government of Nairobi, asking if there were any height, because the land lies next to the Wilson Airport, one of the busiest airports here. They were asking whether there were any restrictions in terms of height of any buildings that could be put up, meaning they really were not concerned about who owned the land, but what was going to happen immediately after it moved into the private hands.
Thank you so much for that. That's Sarah Kimani, SABC East Africa correspondent, live to us from Nairobi, Kenya.